Hello and welcome to beautiful Newmarket, Virginia. We're a little late getting started tonight following an on-field sprinkler or water system delay, but we're ready to play baseball, and I'm going to kick things over to Brandon for the starting lineup for the visiting Strasburg Express.
Thank you, Andrew. Excuse me. Leading off for the Express out of the University of Florida is Colton Schwartz, wearing number 47 and playing second base. Batting after him is Tommy Kerwin, playing third base from Wofford University. Batting third will be Marshall McGowan, doing the DHing tonight, out of Western Carolina. And then batting cleanup for the Express will be number 25, Sam Brown, playing first base from Gulf Coast State College. Batting fifth will be Baylor Roberts, the shortstop from University of Alabama, Birmingham. Behind him will be the catcher, Andrew Stanson, wearing number 16 from Florida Gulf Coast University. After him, we will see Wade Shelley, the center fielder from Auburn University. Batting eighth will be Braden Knapp, wearing number 4 and playing left field from Camp Community College. And finally, in the ninth spot will be Paul Osting, wearing number 10 and playing right field.
Very good. That's the lineup for the visiting Strasburg Express. Real quick for the homestanding Newmarket Rebels, we got Jonathan Mallow leading off playing second base. Frank Wells playing shortstop and batting second. Batting third, the center fielder, Mario Magana Jr. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Joe Terranova. Batting fifth, playing third base, Jaden Harriel. Batting sixth, getting the start in left field, Matt Murchison. Batting seventh, playing first base, Gage Doris. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Dylan Murphy. Batting ninth, playing right field, Zach Banks. On the mound for the Rebels, Adler Holtz, who threw a first pitch strike, and he is ahead in the count, 0-1 on Colton Schwartz. Game was slightly delayed. The hose system that connects behind the pitcher's mound here at Rebel Park was not turning off. So when they took the hose out, there was a geyser that was shooting a couple feet up in the air, and it took a little bit of finagling to get that corrected and ready to roll. That one's lined into left. Gonna hold up for Murchison. He's got it for the first out of the inning. Bring up Tommy Kerwin. Ground ball through the hole on the left side. That'll be it. First hit of the night for the Express. And that'll bring up Marshall McCowan. Dangerous hitter for the Express. Comes into tonight's game hitting .393. Good for 5th best in the Valley Baseball League.
The Strasburg Express have 3 hitters right now in the top 10 in batting average.
That one's inside, hits him. So the Express have 2 runners on with 1 out. Sam Brown, another dangerous hitter, comes in tonight hitting .483, first in the Valley Baseball League as far as batting average. Runners dancing. They're staying put. Pitches swung on and missed.
And Brown had a very productive freshman season at Gulf Coast State College where he played in 51 games and had a batting average of .331, and he mashed 13 home runs. So seems like his momentum is carried here to the summer league.
Swing and a miss. I would say it has continued to gather here in the summer, even hitting 150 points above that college batting average despite the switch to the wood bat. He is behind to Holtz here, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Brown goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. Holtz, no slouch on his own, comes into tonight's game with a 1.86 ERA and 9 2/3 innings pitched. 1-0 record and 11 strikeouts in those 9 2/3. Baylor Roberts, next man up for the Express. Home plate umpire flinched, but no call. So that one will be a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice fastball from Holtz there. Goes off speed and misses down and away. Express wearing purple camo tops, white baseball pants with piping down the leg. Big swing and a miss on the high heater. 2-2. Rebels wearing their traditional home uniforms, dark blue tops, white pants, dark blue stirrups. Two, just high for ball 3, full count. On Roberts. Runners in motion, swing and a miss, foul tip. Dylan Murphy holds on to it behind the plate. No runs on one hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. Tamaki Jitsukawa on the mound for the Express. And he's doing battle with John Mallow to get things started. Mallow hitting .364 on the young season.
Great to see Mallow back in the lineup tonight. The Rebels here are going to need a lot more firepower to compete with Strasburg. Both teams are actually top 3 in extra base hits so far in the Valley League.
Now the Express have hit more home runs, but the Rebels near the top in doubles. Mallow fouls that 0-2 pitch off. Large part of that, I would imagine, due to the park factors. Rebels play in a non-homer friendly park, where Strasburg plays in the most homer friendly park in the league. O2 misses upstairs. Jitsukawa's second appearance here against the Rebels in Newmarket back on May 30th through 3 1/3 innings, allowing 3 hits and 2 runs. Missed on that fastball, 2-2. Frank Wells on deck. Check swing. Delayed call. But Mallow is called out on strikes.
From the shortstop from Georgia Southern. And Frank Wells.
Wells hits the first one in the air to shallow center field. Baylor Roberts drifts back and is able to settle under it for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Mario Magana. Had a big game
Number 13.
here at Rebel Park a couple of days ago, 3 for 5.
Speaking of the added firepower, Mario Magana brings a lot of that.
Definitely a powerful bat. Still waiting for him to really get into one in a game. Seen some long batting practice home runs. It's that one to center. Shelley is drifting back just shy of the warning track, and he's going to reel it in for the third out of the inning. Rebels go down 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the first inning. We'll be back for the bottom half, or for the top of the second on the other side of this break. Andrew Stanson going to lead it off for the Express in the top half of the second inning. First pitch swinging, fouled back into the net. It's that one into left field. Should hold up for Murchison. Misjudged it initially, but able to recover and get there for the first out of the inning. Wade Shelley, next man up for the Express. Right-handed hitter facing the right-handed throwing Holtz. That one's up and in and clips him on the arm. He gets a free trip to first base. Second hit batter in as many innings for Holtz, who has otherwise been around the zone. Braden Knapp. Next man for the Express, left-handed hitter. Runner going. Throw was left and low, knocked down by the shortstop Wells. It'll be a stolen base for Shelley. Not sure Murphy had much of a chance, even with a strong throw on that one. Fouled back. So Express 2 for 2 on getting runners in scoring position in the first and second innings. Call it a mid-sized crowd here at Rebel Park. Being a makeup game, that always hurts attendance a little bit. Hard hit line drive into left field. Murchison up with it. They're going to hold the runner at third. So, hard hit single for Knapp. Shelley advances to third on the play. He is held up there, probably due to how hard hit that ball was. So first and third now for the Express. Paul Osting at the plate. Colton Schwartz waiting on deck. Big swing and a miss on a fastball. Runner going. Throw is going to get into center field. Was not a double steal initially. So the Express will score the first run of the game on a throwing error by Dylan Murphy. Wasn't a horrible throw, but low and squeaked past the middle infielders and into center field. Holtz back to work on Osting and fires in a strike, 1-2.
This is just Osting's third at-bat of the season. Seems like Strasburg's trying to work in more players from their lineup, see if they can get some extra help.
Fouled off. Not sure how much help they need. One of the strongest offensive teams already. Could be scary for the rest of us if they continue to improve. Team batting average 278, second highest in the VBL, and I believe highest in the North Division. Holtz goes back to the high fastball, but Osting lays off, 2-2. Knapp, small lead at second. Ripped into right field. It's going to get down and go all the way to the corner. It'll be extra bases. Banks is up with it. He fires it in, but it's an RBI double for Osting. Knapp comes around to score. RBI for Paul Osting. Colton Schwartz will be the batter for the Express, getting his second at bat of the game here in the second inning. Fastball up. Another hard hit ball. This one's right at the third baseman. It is going to be a lucky double play for Holtz and the Rebels.
Fantastic play from Harriel right there.
The Rebels get out of a bit of a jam there on a hard hit line drive that Harriel leaped, grabbed, and was able to throw behind the runner at second for the double play. Express do score 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Newmarket error, no runners left on base. Joe Terranova going to lead things off for the Rebels on the other side of this break.
Rebels, designated hitter from Southeast. Go.
Here's Joe Terranova leading things off. Breaking ball called strike. Joe comes in tonight hitting .270. Had some big hits already in this young season. Drove in quite a few runs for the Rebels. And this time he's going to go down swinging on 3 pitches. That'll bring up Jaden Harriel, who started the double play to end top half of the inning.
21. And Harriel.
Swing and a miss at a fastball.
I believe Harriel was another late arrival for the Rebels, but he quickly made a name for himself. He's already second in the Rebels lineup in batting average with a .310 average, and tied for the team lead with 10 RBI.
Itsukawa continues to fill the zone ahead of Harriel 0-2. Matt Murchison, left fielder, waiting on deck. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. They'll throw it down to first base. to finish the out. And Jitsikawa has 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches.
Murchison.
Matt Murchison steps in. Left-handed hitter. Called strike. Rocketed to right. That is going to be a solo home run for Matt Murchison. No doubter over the Strasburg Express bullpen. Clears the fence by a good 30 or 40 feet down the line and right.
Sponsoring our home run hitters. Reaching for Matt Murchison in the home hit hero.
And that home run is going to earn Matt Murchison his second free chicken dinner of the year. All home runs by Rebel players here at Rebel Park rewarded with a free chicken dinner at Southern Kitchen, which is a long-time Rebel sponsor, but also New Market establishment. Been in operation longer than I've been alive. Gage Doris, next man up. He is behind 0-1.
And after Murchison's last home run versus Woodstock, he went 3 games without a hit. So what a way to get back into the hit column there.
He's definitely one that when he can put the ball in play, he barrels it up and makes some loud contact. 0-2 to Doris is outside, 1-2. Tsikawa started to walk for the dugout after that one, but no call from the home plate umpire, so he'll retreat to the mound. And it's 2-2 on Doris. Rebel catcher Dylan Murphy waiting on deck. That one bounces in there.
And of course, Gage Doris coming off a game on his birthday where he went 2 for 2 at the plate with 2 walks against Culpeper.
Hard to argue with that production. Here is the full count pitch. Down low. 2-out walk for Doris. But after getting the first 2 batters on 6 pitches, Jitsikawa gives up the long solo home run and then walks Doris. And here is Dylan Murphy.
Catcher number 4, Dylan Murphy.
Murphy only 5 at-bats on the young season. In that 5 at-bats, 3 for 5 with 3 doubles. Fouled the first one back. Almost had a chance at that one in the press box.
Soon we'll have a chance for one.
Requires a bounce to reach us here. So 0-1 on Murphy. Doris, pretty good speed over at first. Called strike. Zach Banks, the on-deck hitter, playing right field tonight after predominantly working in center field through the start of the season. Swing and a miss. Murphy goes down swinging to end second inning for the Rebels. They score 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 runner left on base. After 2 here in Newmarket, it's Strasburg 2, Newmarket 1.
During the bottom of the second inning, 1 run, 1
We're back. Adler Holt's still on the mound. Tommy Kerwin at the plate. Had some early chatter in the YouTube live chat. Hop on in there and let us know where you're watching, who you're cheering for, all of that good stuff. Holtz is quickly ahead 0-2.
Yeah, Adler Holtz was instrumental in the Rebels' comeback against Covington, where he threw 4 2/3 innings of scoreless baseball.
Ground ball to shortstop. Wells is up with it. Strong throw across. He's got him. 6-3 on the putout.
And I was going to say he's already got a 1.86 ERA, but if it weren't for a shootout with Percival, he may still be sporting a 0. Had a very strong season so far.
And hung in there pretty well against Purcellville. Currently the best record in the Valley League. Marshall McCowan up and takes a ball. Breaking ball called strike.
McGowan just finished up his freshman season with Western Carolina, where he started 13 games, recorded 12 hits, 3 doubles, and 7 RBI.
Grounder through the hole on the right side. That'll be a base hit for Marshall McCown. Wasn't super hard hit, but he hit it right through the 3-4 hole. The Express have a runner on with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. And the dangerous Sam Brown at the plate. First pitch in for a called strike. Runner at first, kind of dancing around a little bit, not a little bit shifty on his feet out there. Brown swung and missed at that one, so it's 0-2. Runner looked like he might be going, had a big secondary lead, and the pitch just misses. Definitely keeping an eye on count at first. Just looks like he's itching to go. Brown swings and a miss. He goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. Baylor Roberts has the next opportunity for the Express. Runner going, huge jump. No way to even think about throwing that one. He was 2/3 of the way to second base by the time the ball left Holtz's hand. Well-timed steal for McCown, and for the 3rd inning in a row, the Express have a runner in scoring position. Fouled off, 0-2. Rebel stands have filled in nicely, especially for a weeknight game that's a makeup. Left field lounge hopping. It is a beautiful night. A little bit cooler today in Virginia. Might even get chilly by the end of this one. Called strike 3. Holtz gets Roberts looking. No runs on one hit, no errors, one runner left on base. Zach Banks going to lead things off for the Rebels
It's only the top of the third inning.
in the next one.
Yep.
Zach Banks going to lead it off for the Rebels. Tommy Kerwin playing in at third. Banks a threat to bunt with good speed. That one's a fastball outside. Stadium lights starting to take effect here in Newmarket as the sun is falling below the horizon behind us. Sun sets directly behind home plate if you are looking from right field here at Rebel Park. It can be brutal on a sunny day for the first inning or two. Wasn't too bad today. Three-one chopped, foul down the first baseline. Jonathan Mallow, the Rebels' leadoff hitter, waiting on deck. Another one fouled off. Banks stays alive. Check swing. Pretty loud yells coming from the Express dugout that it should have been a called strike. It was certainly close. They appeal on the check swing.
Jonathan. No.
And it is ruled that he did not swing, and Zach Banks has himself a free base to lead off the inning. Jonathan Mallow up now and takes the first pitch for a ball.
Banks now has 8 walks in his last 6 games. I theorize that he leads the Rebels in quality at-bats. I think he does a very good job of that, making pitchers go to work to get that out.
Don't have it in front of me, but he might also lead the Rebels in at-bats. Started almost every game in center field and was mostly hitting leadoff before today. Off attempt at first. One. Swing and a miss at a high heater, 1 and 2. Shout out to Brandon, who's double duty tonight with the camera angles,
Doubled up.
stats, and commentary. I guess triple duty, really. Two and 2 now on Mallow. Banks does not have a big lead at first. Foul tip at the plate. Full count, or 2-2 rather, fouled off. Misses high, now it's a full count. See if that gets Banks thinking about running with the full count. He is indeed off, and that one's ripped into right field. Banks briefly froze, but he was already almost to second base, and he's going to be able to cruise on around to third. First and third for Newmarket. Hard hit line drive from Mallow behind Banks. Which is a little scary when you're a runner that far off the base, because if it gets caught, you're out of luck. But in this case, it's a clean single into right. And the Rebels have the tying run on third with Frank Wells at the plate. Nobody out. Wells hits it well into left field. It is caught on the warning track, or on the edge of the warning track. It is going to be deep enough to drive in Banks. So an RBI sacrifice fly for Frank Wells. Mario Magana up now. Mallow still on first, 1 out. First pitch hit into medium deep left center. Shelley is able to reel it in.
Let's do a bit for a hustling bat boy tonight. Cole Miller.
So 2 outs now. Runner on first.
Southeast. 5, go. Terranova.
Terranova gets his second chance of the night. Struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Of course, Terranova did get that walk in the last meeting between Strasburg and Newmarket. Terranova's played in every game since then. He's recorded a hit in 10 out of 11 of those contests.
Fouled back. Jitsukawa ahead 0-2. See if Mallow might be in motion. He thinks about it and stops. Took 1 or 2 steps. Didn't like how the jump felt and went back to first. Back pick to first. Gets away from the first baseman, but not far enough. Kind of kicked over towards second. Schwartz was able to get to it quick enough that Mallow had no chance to advance. 2-2 is a breaking ball low. Full count. That one's lifted into shallow right field. Long run. Schwartz is able to get to it. May have actually been in foul territory. About 20 feet into the outfield grass. Nice play there. Rebels do score one on one hit, no errors, one runner left on base. After three, we're knotted at two.
Over the bottom of the third.
Andrew Stanson going to lead it off for the Express. The top of the fourth. Holt still on the mound for the Rebels. No action in either bullpen just yet. A little early to be thinking about that in a typical setting, but for the Rebels, that one's hit high and deep into center. I think it's going to be too high to get out, and it does settle just short of the warning track for Magana. Hard hit ball, but guide way up there. Back to what I was saying, the Rebels tended to go 3 or 4 innings with their starter, 5 at most. So right around the 4th, you kind of start to think about it. Wade Shelley is the next man in the box for the Express, takes a called strike. Oh, 1 is fouled into the netting in front of the visitor grandstand. As soon as I finished saying that nobody was up, now there is some stirring in the Rebel bullpen. Like Colby Jarman may be up. Left-handed pitcher from UNC Wilmington. 0-2, Holtz goes to the breaking ball and misses.
Wade Shelley's been a great bat for the Express so far. He missed the first 3 games of the season, may have been a late arrival, but after that he went on a 6-game hitting streak, and his average for the Express is nearly at 300.
Swing and a miss. Goes down swinging this time. Second out of the inning, and Braden Knapp.
Brady.
Knapp batting, 2 outs, nobody on base, playing in the top of the 4th. Chops it to Doris at first. Nice big hop. He's going to pitch it to Holtz. 3-1. Strasburg goes down in order in the top half of the 4th inning. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 4th with Jaden Harrell leading off for the Rebels. First pitch to Jaden Harrell is flied out to center. Shelley is able to reel it in for the first out of the inning, so 1 pitch, 1 out. And Matt Murchison is up.
Matt Murchison.
I believe Murchison saw 1 pitch in his last at bat and deposited it well over the right field fence. This time he takes the first pitch for a strike. Chopped over to first. Murchison hustling down the line, but Jitsikawa is going to beat him by a step. He'll go down 3-1. Quickly 2 down for the Rebels. Gage Doris, next man up.
Gage Doris.
Doris drew a 2-out walk in his first at bat. Big swing and a miss. I think if we go back to last game, that would be 5 consecutive plate appearances that Doris has reached base. Swing fouled off of the catcher, 0-2.
I may have mentioned this in a previous broadcast, but Doris has a lot of experience at the plate. Played 88 games at the junior college level between Western Texas and most recently Wharton County. And he's a career .336 hitter.
Lines that one up the middle. He'll get into center field for a hit, make that 6 in a row.
Right on cue.
Catcher for Florida Atlantic University. For Dylan Murphy.
Dylan Murphy next up. Struck out in his first at bat, lowered his batting average to 500. Only 6 at bats, though. Bet Dylan will start getting more at bats as we go here. Hasn't actually been in Newmarket all that long.
Yeah, Dylan was kind of the third catcher in that rotation there, but in his first 4 at-bats, he had 2 hits, and they were both doubles. Excited to see what he can do as the season moves along.
Takes that one upstairs. Fouls off a low outside fastball. 2-2. That one misses just inside. Full count, which means Doris will get a head start over at first. As is the universal rule in baseball. The runner getting a head start, foul ball. Express opting not to hold Doris on. He's in motion again, and another foul ball. So Murphy battling, staying alive in the full count. Banks on deck, Mallow in the hole. Called strike 3. It was a nice pitch from Jutsukawa, and it gets Murphy looking. No runs for the Rebels on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. After 4, we remain all square. Hosting leads things off for the Express here in the top half of the 5th inning. Adler Holtz still on the mound for the Rebels. Fires a backdoor breaking ball for strike 1.
And Osting, of course, got that RBI double in his first at-bat today, which was his 3rd at-bat all season.
It's that one hard, but foul down the first base line. Holtz ahead in the count 0-2. Fouled straight back at us up in the press box. Stays 0-2. Jarman still throwing in the Rebel bullpen. Looks like somebody is now up in the Express bullpen as well. Called strike 3. Both dugouts been a little chirpy about the strike zone tonight. Seems to be on the larger side, but not inconsistent. I think most teams won't argue a zone as long as it stays consistent throughout the game. That one's hit into left. Should be an easy play for Murchison. He takes a couple steps in and secures it for second out of the inning.
For baseman number 5.
Tommy Kerwin in. Takes a called strike. Popped up left side, shallow outfield. Harriel backpedaling, makes a nice play for the 3rd out of the inning. The P5. Express go down 1-2-3. Holtz settled in. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 5th inning on the other side of this break. Zach Banks going to lead things off for the Rebels in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Pops that one foul. Banks scored the Rebels' second run of the night on a sac fly from Frank Wells. Shows bunt, takes a called strike. Third base playing in, gonna back up now, but Banks has a proclivity for trying to bunt for a hit. Swing and a miss. Banks goes down on 3 pitches. Still Tamaki Jitsukawa on the mound for the Express.
Number 2, Jonathan Mallow.
Bring up Rebel leadoff man Jonathan Mallow for his 3rd turn at the plate. Had a single in his last plate appearance. Mallow is a 3rd-year Rebel. Seems to have really taken a step forward in the past year. Hit the mid 400s for Potomac State, and now up near the top for the Rebels. Lines that one to second. Squires is able to reel it in. Not hit on the screws, soft line drive. That Schwartz only had to take a couple steps to his right, almost like they were playing catch. Here is Frank Wells with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch is a called strike.
Really impressed with Wells' last at bat there, able to drive in the run, even though he's been in and out of the lineup and hasn't quite got a chance to get in a groove yet this season.
Takes that one for a ball.
Played in every other game, only has 3 hits on the season so far.
A lot of spots in the Rebel order shift around game to game. Outfield seems to have settled into a more consistent pattern. Not quite as many outfielders on the roster. 1 and 2. Hit out into right center field. Not hard hit, but it'll get down for a single. Well placed. Soft liner for Wells. Mario Magana will get a chance with 2 out and a runner on base.
Number 13, Mario Magana.
Magana, big, tall switch hitter hitting lefty here against Jitsukawa. Has flied out twice tonight. Tends to be an aggressive hitter. Goes after. If he gets a strike, he's usually swinging.
I was just about to say the same thing. I'm interested to see if Mario can take his time here and be a little bit more disciplined at the plate.
One of those situations you can hit it, but should you hit it? Takes that one for a called strike on the outside edge.
And I think we've seen similar situations with other Rebels players when they get their first few at-bats of the season. They're hungry for a hit.
Fouled off. 1 and 2. Ghana probably extra antsy as he played in the first game and tweaked a hammy after his first at-bat and then had to sit for a while. 1 and 2. skied to center or shallow center. I don't know that they see it, and it's actually going to fall for a hit. Center fielder was coming in. It looked like the shortstop maybe was camped out under it, but then he kind of held his arms up in confusion. Wells makes it all the way around to third. It'll be a single for Magana. Bad luck for Jitsikawa. He got the pop-up. It was hit a mile high. Possibly even got up above the lights. That's going to prompt a mound visit with runners on the corners. And we are going to get a pitching change, so we're going to take a quick break. Back with the new Express pitcher on the other side. New Express pitcher is righty Noah LaFine. Joe Terranova at the plate. Swings and misses at a fastball.
Noah LaFine is about to be a junior right-handed pitcher from Akron, Ohio. He spent his freshman year in 2025 with Ohio State, where he pitched 7 innings there and recorded 3 strikeouts before transferring to VMI.
Ohio State to VMI. What a move.
That is an interesting one.
1-1. Looked like he tried to throw breaking ball there and didn't quite get on top of it. And that one's up and in and hits Terranova in the shoulder. Didn't look like a fun one to take either. It's going to load the bases for Jaden Harriel.
5th time being hit by a pitch this season, which puts him in the lead for the Rebels. Suppose he's a bit of a bigger target.
Coming into tonight, Rebels had 22 hit by pitches. That one's fouled off.
And Harriel is tied for the Rebel lead in runs batted in with 10 so far on this season.
LaFine quickly ahead, 0-2. That one's upstairs, gets past the catcher. That's gonna score a run. It was a high pitch. It almost looked like it went through the webbing of the catcher's mitt. So pass ball gonna allow everybody to move up 90, including Wells, who scores the go-ahead run. One and two now. Outside. Swing and a miss, strike three. Harriel goes down swinging. One run on 2 hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base after 5. Rebels taking a 2-3 lead.
Over the bottom of the fifth.
All right, we're back. Top of the 6th. Marshall McGowan at the plate. I'm actually going to be passing things off. Brandon's going to be with you the rest of the way. And if you've been with us last year, Hannah Hollingsworth's going to take over for here. I have to check out. My wife has gone into labor, so I'm going to head to the hospital to help out with that. And Hannah's going to bring you home for the last 4 innings, or as many as we need here in Newmarket. So, Hannah, you're up. Give her 1 second to get her mic on, but she'll be here.
Hey guys, long time no see. It's an 0-2 count right now on Marshall McGowan. Actually, wasn't prepared at all. So, I'm trying to figure out what I need right now. Adler Holt's still on the mound, and he strikes out McGowan. We're out number 1 here in the top of the 6th inning.
That will be Holtz's 7th strikeout on the night, and that will put him at 18 for the season, which now leads the Rebels.
Sam Brown now up to the plate. Ooh, very convenient timing. I was getting up to go somewhere else. That one was a called strike. I'm not sure if they called that a swing. And then I was like, oh, yes, here we are. 0-1 count now on Sam Brown.
Here we are indeed. And Sam Brown is actually leading the Valley League with a .483 batting average. And he's also top 5 in on-base percentage and slugging percentage.
That one's a called strike. 0-2 now.
Although Holtz has done a great job against Brown so far.
That pitch high and away for the first ball. At bat. Wow, it's been a really long time since I've been like almost a full year. Crazy. 1-2, 1 out now. That pitch low. Count evens up at 2. Rebels just took the lead on a wild pitch, I believe it was scored. Rebels lead 3-2 now. That pitch, same location, still a ball, full count on Sam Brown. Ben, I mean, I don't mean to jinx it, but a pretty quick moving game so far tonight.
It's nice to see the Rebels come out to a better start than their last game against the Express.
That's super fair. That one's a walk. Sam Brown gets on base.
12th walk of the season. Good for top 10 in the Valley Baseball League.
How about it? And we're going to take a little break here. Pitching coach Mark Davis going out to talk to Adler Holtz.
Some Sugar Creek ice cream.
Might be a call to the pen, maybe not, but we'll see and we'll let you know. Taylor Roberts with a runner on first. That's Sam Brown over on first.
Oh, the pickoff attempt.
Yeah. Into the foul territory over by right field. That'll be a base for Sam Brown. I believe that's an E1. Or whoever missed it. I actually wasn't looking, but it was either an E1 or an E3. That pitch high and inside. Adler Holtz still back out there. Just a little conversation from Mark Davis. That pitch fouled off against the backstop. So a 1-1 count on Baylor Roberts. Next pitch, hit over to third. thrown over to first. It's a 5-3 putout from Jaden Harriel. That'll be out number 2. Runner out on second is Sam Brown. And here's that one's a called strike on Stanson. And that's 1-1. Really can't trust our official scorekeeper, Greg. I'm kidding, Greg. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you really hard. But I am banking on him right now, and he is flailing, and I am flailing. That one just missed 2-1. The 2 balls, 1 strike. Big swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Stanson's been on a bit of a cold spell this year. He hasn't had a hit since May 31st against Percival.
Two pitch with 2 outs. Brown over on second. That pitch just misses inside. So a full count now. And a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. Holtz gets out of it. And we'll go into the bottom of the 5th. 3-2. Newmarket has the lead. Matt Murchison, Gage Doris, and Dylan Murphy set off lead off and, well, set off to lead off in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 on Matt Murchison. Brandon, do you know who's pitching right now for the Express?
The pitcher for the Express is Noah LaFine. And Noah's heading into his junior season from BMI. And he spent his freshman season at Ohio State before transferring.
Perfect. 1 and 2. Big swing and a miss from Murchison. A 1-2 count now on Matt Murchison. Next pitch, way outside.
And if you're late to the broadcast, Matt Murchison smashed his second home run of the season in the 2nd inning.
Two-two pitch. That one's hit in the air over and to left.
And it's dropped.
And it's dropped out there by Braden Knapp. Is that how you say his name?
I believe it's Knapp.
Knapp? Okay. No, okay. Whatever. My fault. I didn't get any pronunciations. I'm very unprepared.
Now bring up first baseman from Morton Junior College.
So that's an E7.
Gage Doris.
Puts Matt Murchison over on second base. That pitch was outside for a ball. 1-0 on Gage Doris. Dylan Murphy on deck. That pitch, similar location, just outside. 2 balls, no strikes now. And that pitch is low. There's count here on Gage Doris. That one just right in the strike zone, so 3-1. Doris was not falling for. He was gonna let LaFine pitch. See what he can do there. And that one's outside. So a walk. Doris. Finally got my scorebook now, thanks to John. So thank you so much, John. My life will be infinitely easier now. Dylan Murphy, coach going out. Talk. LaFine. Got somebody warming up out in the pen, but don't know what's going on out there. My eyes aren't that good. Things that happen when your wife goes into labor. No?
No, I do not.
I also don't know. Like, chaos. Very smooth.
We wish Andrew all the best.
Fine stays out there to face Dylan Murphy. That one's fouled off to the right. That pitch way outside. It's a 1-1 count now. No outs. Matt Murchison on second after that error in left field. 2-1. Everybody's. And that pitch is high. So LaFine falling behind here, 3-1. Next pitch stays high. That'll be a walk. The bases will be loaded.
By Joseph Emery Riddle, number 9. Zach.
Okay, so bases loaded now, still no outs. Big opportunity to break it open here. And that pitch gets away from the catcher a little bit, but it's okay. Nobody can advance. Didn't get away that much. I officially think I am kind of caught up on the Rebels side of the world. So that's good. We're getting there. That one's fouled off to the right. It's 1-1. This is Zach Banks up at the plate. How hard could it be? We're in the bottom of the sixth, right?
Yep. Zach
Okay.
Banks has drawn 7 walks in his last 5 games.
There you go.
And another stat we've been keeping up on this season is the Rebels drawing bases loaded walks. They have over 10 on the season so far, and of course that's how they won their last matchup against the Express, on a walk-off walk.
Okay, we got something in. That's all I'm saying. And it's bases loaded. 2-1 on Zach Banks. 3-1 now. LaFine not missing the zone by much. Rebels not swinging though. And that one's a called strike. That clipped the outside corner.
Zach was ready to go on that one. He was ready to take his base already.
I don't blame him. It wasn't a horrible pitch. That definitely touched the outside corner. I think I'm just surprised after seeing what the umpires have been calling tonight, you know? But that one's a walk, so...
And now
Rebels
Banks
gonna
gets to
run it.
go.
Yeah, he's ready. A little bit of Migos playing right now. Okay.
Everybody.
Bases still loaded, no outs. Jonathan Mallow, top of the order up.
From Potomac State. Second base, number 2. Jonathan Mallow.
And that one goes under the glove of the third baseman into left field. They're gonna try for 2 runs, and it worked. Wow. But a little bit of a mess over on third base. Banks is under the tag though. So 2-run score on that. I would say that was a hit. Would you agree? So Gage Doris scores, Dylan Murphy scores. A little bit of risky business out there, but they ran it. It worked. So I believe that's a single and an advance on the throw. How you would score that, everybody? Okay. That is how I would score it too. Not that I've ever been an official scorekeeper. So. Still no outs, runners on second and third. Mallow gets those RBIs. And an 0-1 count now on Frank Wells. I think I'm settling it a little bit. That one, hit into the glove of the shortstop, I believe. And they have Zach Banks caught up in between. Little pickle moment right now. Zach Banks playing a fun little game. He's going to be out. Mallow moved over to third.
Played a fun little game, got a fun little prize.
And out. And here's Mario Magana now. Seen a lot of power in his bat recently.
Magana.
Has he hit a home run yet?
Not quite yet on the season.
Okay, well, I'm ready. I'm ready. We know he's got it in him, so. 0-1, oh Magana. And that one's hit out into right center. That one's going back, and that is over the wall. That's a home run from Mario Magana.
You called it, Hannah.
What did I say? What did I say?
Home run heroes.
Two
said we're ready for it.
The Rebels in the lead now, 8-2. What a great chance to break it open. Ooh, I can't believe I called that either. So an 8-2 now, bases in. That was hit right out about 345. Really hard hit ball. And I believe we're going to be getting a new pitcher, so we'll come back after we see who it is. Thank you. Davis Rivers in to pitch for the Express. That one soars over the catcher's hand. So it's 1-0 on Joe Terranova. That one's a big swing and a miss. That's why he's like. Sorry, we're getting some stuff settled. 1-1 on Joe Terranova, bases in. 2 outs, another big swing and a miss. It'll be 1-2. Rebels broke this game open, 5 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Crazy. And a swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout for Joe Terranova in the inning. Not gonna lie, I don't have everything in my scorebook. That being said, it was a big inning. Couple hits, home run from Mario Magana. And we'll come back here in the bottom, or top of the 7th, actually.
Think well.
Colby Jarman in to pitch for the Rebels. Was he the pitcher last inning?
No, this will be his,
Okay, that's
this will
what
be
I
his
thought.
first inning on the mound.
Perfect. Perfect. He is facing
Wade Shelley from Auburn University.
Wade Shelley. There we go. 0-1. So top of the 7th. Wade Shelley swings and misses quickly 0-2. Jarman working pretty quickly right now. Not to jinx anything. Because I already came in and said it was a quick game. Just trying to get as much time on the mic as possible.
Exactly.
That pitch outside, 1-2. Braden Knapp, don't worry, I'm not going to mess it up that time. And Paul Osting. Okay, I'm getting nods from around the press box. If you're the family of one of those and I'm wrong, I am sorry.
Nearly got back in for Jarman there.
Evened up the count now at 2-2.
Jarman undoubtedly looking for some more reps this summer. The 6'4" lefty was a redshirt at UNC Wilmington last year.
Big swing and a miss. Was doing good until I started writing in the first inning. That's okay. Here's Braden Knapp.
Let's go to number 4, Braden.
Okay, one of these is intern Matt's high school teammate. Not sure which one. Braden Knapp. Ooh, okay, okay. So a little Nova boy 1-0. Nova Man. I don't know how old this guy is, but he's probably above 18, so we'll go with man. 1 out, 1-0 pitch. That one's chopped off to the right. Third base coach did not catch it. I'm just kidding. They don't get paid enough to catch it. You know what? There's a lot of things that are being said tonight. It's 2-1. Right side, left side, third base, first base. Bear with a girl. That one's off to the left. Because it's a lefty batter. So a 3-1 now on Braden Knapp. Oh, that was a beautiful pitch. Full count now. Love to see it, honestly. Paul Osting waiting on deck. And it'd be the top of the lineup. That one's fouled back.
Like he caught the handle of the bat there.
Three-two pitch, fouled back once again. Brandon Knapp making Jarman work here. Bad boy Cole Miller playing the day away. And the next pitch from Jarman. That was a foul or a fair ball. Third baseman Harriel threw it over. Not enough time. That's going to be a single. It's got to be. What a great hit. It's a horrible location, honestly. As far, well, for the Rebels, Harriel tried. Harriel tried his hardest, but not much you can do. If you have even a remote bit of speed, you're making it to first on that. You know? So runner on first now for the Express. Paul Osting up to the plate. Called strike. 0-1. You have Mallow on second. Wells.
And Osting came into this game with just 2 at-bats on the season, and in his third at-bat, which was tonight, he had an RBI double.
1-1. All ones on the scoreboard. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 runner on. Add a little more. They're going to check the runner over on first. Brandon Knapp back in safely after his single. One pitch, big swing and a miss. Osting was swinging for a home run there, it looked.
Such a big swing, it made our camera lag a bit there.
Camera was not expecting that amount of speed. Saw Paulo. One-two from Jarman. Another big swing and a miss, and that'll be 2 outs. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts, allowing a hit. Not too bad. So 2 down, 1 runner on. That's still Knapp over on first. Top of the order up for the Express now with Colton Schwartz. Is that how you say his name?
I believe so.
Okay.
Unless there's a family member in the comments that would like to correct us.
Well,
We would invite that.
I had a game one year where they kept correcting us, but we kept being wrong. And they just gave up and they were like, this happens all the time. It was really embarrassing. They were like, you're going to have to ask our son. I was like, okay, I will do that. It's 1-0 on Schwarz. Another throw over. Not a lot of umph behind it, though. That's kind of just a warning to write a nap. Hey, we see you. We know you're still on first. Don't even try us. 1-0 pitch. That one's low. The 2 balls, no strikes. Colton Schwarz. Eight to 2 lead for the Rebels. Here in the top of the 7th right now. That one's a bit low as well, so 3-0 count. That one's a called strike. Jarman finding the strike zone after falling behind to Schwarz. Just missing a little bit low, so brought that one up a bit. And a success. And that one's a called strike. I think Schwarz thought that was a ball. On the inside. So a full count. Jarman's worked this one back up full. And next pitch, fouled back. Runner went off. Off with the pitch. Outs here. Nothing to lose out there. Payoff pitch. Just misses. I feel like that was a similar location. The one that they just called a strike. That's okay.
That was a great take by Colton there.
Yeah. At the end of the day, there's a reason I'm not an umpire. So, Express have 2 on.
These two teams are on entirely different ends of the spectrum in terms of walks this year. The Rebels are 3rd in the Valley League with 94, while the Express are tied for last with 58.
Really? There you go. Is it 59 now?
I believe so. So they might be a bit more.
Bit more? Okay. Tommy Kirwan takes that strike. And there's another strike. How are they in steals? Have any notes on that?
I did not check steals.
Okay. Oh, 2 from Colby Jarman. Looks like a double steal is on. That's why I asked that, but I didn't say anything. Thought it'd be a good move.
Hannah, you are
move.
seeing the future tonight.
I have secrets. I fear that one's blatantly obvious. 2 runners on. And a swing and a miss. Jarman gets out of it. Doesn't matter that a double steal happened. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base there in the top of the 7th for the Express. We will go into the bottom of the 7th. Rebels with an 8-2 lead. Jaden Harriel, Matt Murchison, Gage Doris set to bat here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 on Jaden Harriel. Who's on the mound? Pop quiz, guys. It's still Davis Rivers. If you guessed that, you're right. He wasn't last inning. That pitch is fouled off to the right, 1-1. And how would everybody feel if I admitted that I asked the pop quiz because I didn't know the answer? We got it though. Big swing there, 1-2 actually. Rebels have more runs than they have hits. 8 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors tonight. Express 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. That one's fouled back. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Harriel lately.
Ariel has been a nice addition. I believe I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that he missed the first 3 games or so. He quickly worked his way into the rotation, and batting average is around 300.
Sounds amazing to me. Liking this at bat. I always say I will never complain about a batter as long as they are fouling off balls and they're not swinging at literally everything. And that's what we're seeing here. He's working the pitcher right now. 1, 2, 3 foul balls. That 4.
He also threw a few pitches himself in relief on June 5th against the Winchester Royals.
How did that go?
1 1/3 innings, and he had 2 strikeouts.
Oh, so very well. I thought it was going to be a blowout situation. I missed the first few games of the season, so 2-2. Is he normally a two-way player?
Hasn't pitched since then, but
Okay. Well, we have a plethora of pitchers this year. We're not in constant need right now. 2-2, that pitch inside. Nice take. Full count, Matt Murchison waiting on deck. That one is hit into left field. The single. David, I missed your comments. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Up the left fielder from UNC Wilmington. 17, Matt Murchison.
And here's Matt Murchison. Last at bat. Actually, have no idea how he got on last at bat. That was still amidst the chaos. So, but he did score a run last at bat. Actually, I think I have that he walked.
I think that was the double that he got.
Okay, it was a double. There we go.
Now he's
That's
going
a
for the
bunt.
bunt.
Pretty nice bunt if he has the speed to get there. And he is there. That's a hit. That was a great bunt. Puts runners on first and second now. Very nice. Very nice.
From Wharton Junior College. First baseman number 8, Gage Doris.
No outs, 2 runners on. This is Gage Doris. Birthday just the other day.
Went
Gage
2 for
Doris.
2 on his birthday.
There you go. Happy birthday. Happy late birthday. I spoke to him that day. Didn't tell him happy birthday. I feel bad about it. That one's a called strike, so it is 0-2. Water fiasco earlier this game. What a random way to start the day. And a big swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out for Davis Rivers there. Strikeout swinging, out number 1. Here's Dylan Murphy.
Bring up the catcher for Florida Atlantic.
What did he do?
Number 24, Dylan Murphy.
Crickets.
That's a great question.
I don't mean to put you on the spot. I'm sorry, Brandon. That one's fouled off to the right. 0-1. He scored a run, that's for sure. In regards to anything else that happened, the new Valley League website is slightly confusing to me, I'm not going to lie to you.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. That one missed. 1-1. Jaden Harriel out on second, Matt Murchison on first. That pitch called a ball.
Yeah, sometimes you can only see certain stats on a laptop and then certain stats on the phone.
Brandon's trying it all, and we still
But
don't
he
know
did
what
have a
Dylan
walk
Murphy did
earlier
last
today.
last at bat. And the count evens up at 2-2. Does appear this game has slowed down since I said something. Oh, take it back. This game is so slow, everybody. Kidding. Pretty standard. That one's hit into center field. Drops down for a base hit in front of the center fielder. That's going to bring in at least 1 run. And they're going to have a play at second. And they say he's under the tag. We'll call that a double. A double and an advance on the throw. A double and an advance on the throw. Or a single. Okay. Whatever. Whatever the official scorekeeper says goes. Jaden Harrell scores, though. Rebels take a 9-2 lead. Matt Murchison over on third now. Murphy on second. Dylan Murphy, not to be confused with Matt Murphy, who was on the team last year.
A lot of Murphys, a lot of Marios,
Some Jonathans.
some Lopez's.
Wow.
Lopez
Yeah.
squared.
Lopez squared. Jonathan squared. Matt squared. Well, we got like 10 Matts here. Intern Matt. Matt Murchison. Matt Murphy.
Jaden got in, and then
Thanks to the Rebels is right fielder number 9.
Here's Zach Banks with runners on second and third right now. Just one out. I wish you guys could see my scorebook. I think it would provide a lot of value to you all. Whatever that means. I mean, can Brandon decipher it? He made it to third.
They
That's
look
all
like
I got.
smiley faces to me.
Oh, that one's hit out into right. Looks like it's going to drop right into the hands of right fielder. And that'll score a run, though. It's going to be a sack 9. Awesome.
Put another smiley face down in the scorebook because Murchison's home for a run.
If anything, I think they're frowning. Dylan Murphy stays over on second. Murchison's the one who scores.
2, second baseman, Jonathan Mallow.
Sack 9. If that's a thing. It was a sacrifice fly, though. Personally, in my scorebook, I just put sack, so I know that it was an RBI. And here's top of the order. Jonathan Mallow launches that one into right field. Right fielder's going back. That's way over the wall. A 2-run home run for Jonathan Mallow. What a night. Rebels jump out to a 12-2 lead here. And the game's over. Matter of fact.
That'll do it.
Rebels win on mercy rule 12-2. 7 innings completed. Well, there you go. That was the game. I don't have much. By the end of this, Express scored 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error, and the Rebels scored on 12 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Rebels really broke out there towards the end. I feel like that's really all I got.
Yeah, what a game on offense. I mean, the Rebels, they had some of their most powerful bats come together in one game. Murchison, Magana, Mallow. So it's nice to see the offense show up.
Yeah, absolutely. At least 2 home runs tonight.
I think it was 3.
Who was the third?
Magana, Murchison,
Murchison.
Mallow.
Murchison, I'm sorry for disrespecting you and forgetting.
M and M and
Before I was
M.
on the air.
All
Yep.
M's.
What a game!
What a
Yay.
game.
Rebels win that one 12-2 in 7 innings. Have a great night. Good night from Rebel Park.